Oh, yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to the Epior podcast. I know, I haven't posted this week yet. Um, but there's just been a lot. Okay, they hit the Pentagon. That was a whole that was a whole thing I had to sort out. The Pentagon got hit by comet. Hey, actually no, that don't make sense. I tried to make a bit and it went nowhere. Hey, try to start a bit, went nowhere. As soon as I decided to bring Kermit the Frog into it, I was like, wait, what? That's unnecessary. But hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It's like seeing a Nix, isn't it? Um, yeah. First thing I do when I get onto this podcast is start making up excuses for why I haven't posted yet. But I mean, it's the truth, y'all. I haven't really been feeling that great lately. Um, I think I think I got hit with a little bit of depression, you know. But hey, it's alright. Happens to the best of us, don't it? Um, and yeah, I don't know. Just the truth is, haven't really been feeling that great lately. So, and I just didn't really have a lot of motivation to do anything. And I was also really busy on a school assessment. So, yeah, I wanted to get that out of the way and sort it out because it was stressing me out. But, I'm here now. I took the time out of my day to get y'all an episode this week, even though it's gonna be a bit late. So y'all be fucking great. Be grateful. How many times do I have to tell y'all bitches to be fucking grateful that I'm doing this? Hey, you guys didn't ask. Hey. So they didn't ask to hear a white man speak into a mic for an hour every week. Okay. Um, but yeah, honestly, I didn't know if I wanted to like kind of talk about why I felt the way I felt, cause I guess I felt cringe about like you know making a video and it's just me talking about my feelings. Like this isn't therapy. Um, but I mean, no, that's cringe. But I mean, what else am I gonna talk about? There hasn't been a lot of things going on lately. Um, so yeah, I don't know, y'all. I think it's just this place is really getting to me. Like this city, I'm sick of it. If I'm being honest, I'm sick of it. I wanna leave. That's the truth, ain't it? I want to leave this country. Can y'all hear that? Go home! Y'all have school tomorrow. Go home. Where are your parents? Bunch of fucking kids screaming outside my window. Holy shit, I thought there was a crack on my laptop screen. It turns out it was just like the microphone volume thingy going. Anyways, yeah, y'all, I'm kind of done with this place. Um, I think, yeah. I mean, I kind of did want to get into it. Um, like I guess try and really look into why I'm sick of this place and really like I guess put my fingers into my brain and work around it. I thought it'd be fun to talk about, because what's more fun than talking about depression and what's making you depressed, eh? um, but yeah, I don't know. So I guess when did this feeling start of me being sick of this place? I think it all roads lead back to my ex. All roads lead back to my ex. But I mean, yeah, I think it Loki started around the time that. Oh, maybe not like. Not straight away, actually. So maybe all roads don't lead to my ex, as I might have thought that I'm thinking about it now. But like, I think relatively after. Does that make sense? A bit after, um, we like stopped talking. I started realizing like I need to get out of this. I want to get out of this place. I need to get out of this place. And I do wonder if he had some influence in that feeling, because I mean, he himself used to talk a lot about how he didn't like this country as a whole, and that he was working his way to get the fuck out, which I mean, I don't blame him. Um but I think like, because it was something he used to talk about, not talk about a lot, but he would talk about it every now and then when we hung out. And I think has like he like literally, it was fucking propaganda, bro. What he was saying was propaganda that made me realize like, wait, this place, yes, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Bomb it! Bomb it! Send the bombs! Um and I think it's for a bunch of different reasons too. I think one, I was just I don't know if this sounds like, I feel like this sounds very like kind of main character, like who has so who'd suffered so much trauma, so he needs to leave his home country. But I think a part of it is that, I mean, in terms of past, I guess, trials and tribulations, this place is just like haunted to me now, if that makes sense. Like, um it feels very haunted, and I am kind of stealing that word, not word, but I'm stealing that kind of thought process from Renee Rapp's song "I Hate Boston," which, let's get into that, because genuinely I've been bumping to that lately a lot. And I mean, it's because it's like, it's the lyrics, and that just encapsulates how I feel. So let's get into that. Actually, no, yeah, where's the lyrics that I'm thinking of? um yes, wait. How'd you hate me? Hello. How'd you make me hate Boston? It's not its fault that you don't love me. Had its charm, but it lost it. It's not its fault, just a casualty. How'd you make me hate Boston? The whole thing is haunted. And that's, yeah. I remember listening to that and I was like, yes, yes, this place is haunted. Obviously, when I listen to that, I don't think of Boston. I think of my city. Um, and it does feel a bit that like that, like, no, no, turn down your fucking music, please. I have important shit to talk about here, and you want to drive past my house playing that godforsaken loud music. Suck a dick and get an STD. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, knowing damn well that if and when I get a car, oh, you're gonna hear me driving down the fucking road. Yeah, 360. When I'm in the party, do you like what you see? When I'm in the mirror, just looking at me. Like, ooh, y'all ain't ready for that, and neither is my eardrums. Anyways, back to the task at hand. Yeah, I think, like, obviously, it bad things happen to everyone. I'm not unique in that sense, and not everyone turns to hating their. Oh my god, they need to turn off their fucking music. Not everyone turns to hating this. I don't know if I necessarily want to say I hate it here, but like, it just, I don't think I'm content. I think, it'd be best for me to leave, whether or not that's forever or just for like a little short period amount of time. I don't know, but I do remember that last year I planned a trip just outside of my city. I was still in the country, and I went and stayed with one of my good friends, Hannah. Hannah, y'all love hearing that name. How many times have I mentioned her? Like 3 times in like the last couple episodes, I think. I went to go visit her, and let me tell y'all, I like. Not only was it just fun to like hang out with her, especially because that was the first time we had seen each other since like, was it 2022? I think it was the first time we had seen each other since like 2022. Oh, you're joking, mate. Not my white screen for 24 hours on YouTube turning off. Yeah, because my fucking ring light broke. If y'all remember, in the last episode I was talking about how my ring light broke. So, because I don't want to get a fucking new ring light. Yeah, my my substitute as of late has just been putting on one of those 10 hours of pure white screen and HD. And yeah, it goes on for like 10 hours, obviously. It's in the fucking title. I don't know why I felt the need to say how long it goes on for. Anyways, can I please talk about what I want to talk about without getting sidetracked, without getting, what's the word? I'm forgetting the word. Distracted, y'all. That is something else I want to research, is why I always forget fucking words, because it does piss me off. But not now, because once again, I just got distracted again. Fucking hell. Oh my god. It's the ADHD. I'm telling y'all, I got some form of fucking ADHD. One day, I should go into my brother's ADHD medicine, pop a little pill, see what happens. See if anything changes, because holy fuck. Anyways, yeah, I went to go visit her, and not only was it fun to see her, it was great to be in another city. It was great to be somewhere else other than my hometown, you know? And not to over exaggerate, but I do think I also, like, personally, I felt more myself there in a certain sense. You know, I was I felt like I was more carefree and more happy. And then obviously when I returned home, I got hit with kind of like that post trip depression. And I was like, oh, I fucking hate this place. Get me out. And I think, yeah, like, as time has gone on, it just, please be recording. As time has gone on, it just, I've started to resent this place more and more for many different reasons. One of them is also in terms of just, like, career-wise, I think, because, what I truly want to do career-wise, which is, like, I guess content creating, and also, my long life dream, my aspiration to be an actor. I just feel like stuff like that is really hard to get into here. And the kind of main hub for entertainment and stuff like that, all the content creators and actors and stuff all moved to LA. And yeah, that's just another reason why I want to get out of here. It's because, like, I don't know, I feel like this place holds me back as well. I don't know, or is it just me? Or am I holding myself back by putting the blame on something else? I don't know. But yeah, but something else that kind of goes into those feelings is there's a lot of guilt that surrounds those feelings, especially because, as much as I, like, for some odd reason, I feel bad that I don't feel content, and I have started to have a disdain towards this place. I feel guilty and I feel bad about it, which is odd. How the fuck are you gonna feel bad about a city? It has no feelings. But I think it's just because, this, at the end of the day, this place is my hometown. It's my hometown. That's where I was born and raised. I've lived nowhere else for the last 19 years. I've only lived here. And I think when it comes to the people too, I start to feel a bit guilty and even selfish that I want to leave here so badly. When I get into, like, a really melancholy, is that the right word? Melancholy mood. Especially, let me just see if that's how to say melancholy, a feeling of pensive sadness, typically with no obvious cause. Oh, but that's so real. That's how I've been feeling. But when I start feeling a little, like, yeah, wait, hello, what was I talking about? Oh, when I get into, like, when I get real melancholy, and for no reason, like, I get sad for no reason, and then I kind of start, actual sad things start creeping in. One of those main ones is, being here in this place. I start, I mean, I just have that feeling of wanting to leave. I need to leave. I need to get out of here. But then, the more I think about it and the more I like the idea of it, I start thinking about the people here. And then I start feeling guilty and selfish that I want to leave so bad, you know? But, I mean, I can't always feel like that forever. Because, I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to leave. Like, even in terms of just moving out of my house, like, sometimes I feel guilty and I feel bad and I feel selfish about the fact that, I kind of get excited at the idea of moving out. Like, I kind of feel bad for my mom and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's just a natural part of life to leave. You always have to leave home at some point. But I think the thing that makes it worse is that when I think about leaving, I don't necessarily imagine me staying here, in this city. I imagine myself leaving, you know, start maybe still staying within the country for a bit, especially because I mean, I feel like, as I kind of nodded at before, where I always imagine myself living is like LA in America, but obviously it's really shitty there right now. And that's Loki. That's Loki. Something I don't know if I'll get into it in this episode, or maybe I should leave it for its own episode. But I do also want to get into why I want to move to America so much. I mean, I think I kind of did now. I mean, I kind of did bring it up briefly before, but like, more to why, not just me, but I think a lot of people glorify and not glorify but romanticize America so much. I wanted to do some research on that. Yeah, because I mean, I wanna do um like videos that require research before. I low-key really want to do that. I did an assessment recently for school. And I had to do some research on it, and like, I had fun. Weirdly, I had fun researching, and it made me think, like, I want to think of a topic that would require me to do research, do a bunch of research, and then kind of do like a little video essay um for like a podcast episode. Like, I think that'd be really fun to do. I've also just been in general thinking about branching out in terms of what content I can create. Because I don't want to always just sit down on my couch and talk about my life, you know. Um, I want to be more creative and stuff like that. Um, yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, um, yeah, I don't know about that one, y'all. I really don't. Um, I tend to also feel, guilty and sad because of my friends, you know, that I'm so willing to leave them. Like, makes me just feel, makes me feel guilty and selfish that I'm just, I mean, because I'm not, it's not like I want to. Like, if I could fucking pack them up with me, I would. Um, but, obviously that's not how life works. Um, so sometimes I do feel a bit guilty at the fact that, I'm willing to just up and leave them here. I mean, they were a big reason to, because I mean, I was supposed to move to America this year, um, but I chose not to. A, because of the political climate. B, because I mean, I would have been living in Georgia, which, hey, no, I don't know a lot about Georgia, but like, when I think about Georgia, it's not necessarily a place that I want to live. So obviously, I don't want to pack up and move somewhere that I didn't necessarily want to live. Because I'd probably just end up feeling the exact same. But one of the main reasons to why I stayed here is because of some of my friends. Because I don't want to leave them. But I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to. And I can't always feel selfish because I mean, I mean, it's my, at the end of the day, it's my life, and if I'm not happy here, then there's nothing really to do about that. Um, it's not like they would resent me for it. I don't think that. I don't think my friends would resent me for it, but like, just in terms of why I feel guilty and sad about, or like, the idea of leaving them, and feeling like selfish and stuff like that. I think it also comes to me realizing that, like, bitch, you need to start doing things for yourself, stop worrying about how other people feel. But I mean, whatever. That's it. Another thing that's keeping making me feel shitty is I had a very unfortunate dream last night, y'all. And that dream was that me and my past situationship ex, I don't know what the fuck it was, that we were like, I just had a dream about them. Have been thinking about them all day. Free me! I always hate when that shit happens, bro. When you're going fine, you're just drifting through life, even if you are still feeling a bit sad. But hey, at least you're not sad because of a man. And then you have a dream about them. Mind you, it's like the third or second dream I've had in the span of a week about them. It doesn't help. Crushes your spirit. It's annoying. I wake up after that dream. I lay down, think about that dream for like 20 minutes. Open my phone. Go to check their Instagram account. Well, I don't follow them. Their account's private, but I just kind of like stare at it. I don't intend on following it, but I just like stare at it, because in a weird way, it's still like a piece of them. Because it is. It is them in a weird way. Their digitalized version of themselves. And then throughout the day, every now and then, I find myself opening my phone, clicking on their profile, just staring at it for a bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's really annoying. It's also really annoying when you're kind of just like minding your own business and then they pop into your head for whatever reason, and then you realize that you still miss them. Because, bitch, hey, what do you mean you still miss them? Free my sentimental soul, y'all. Truly, free my sentimental soul. Me and my friend, I'm gonna say her name again. Hey, I'm take a shot every time I say her name. Hannah. Do you think if I say her name 3 times, she'll like pop up? Hey, cause I would want that. I need that right now, y'all. I want to go visit her again so bad. We've been talking so much about me coming up to visit her, cause I really want to. It'll be really fun. Anyways, what was I saying? We're having this funny conversation like a day ago or two, and we're just like talking about all the past people we've liked, and obviously we're like kind of like sending photos to each other because we're talking about how different our types in men are. And after sending a certain photo of a certain ex, I was like, fuck, damn it, I still missed him. Damn it, I still missed him. Damn it. Oh. But yeah, I mean, would I go back to them? Well, maybe kind of. Okay, what I don't think so. There was actually this funny instance a while ago, around the start of the year actually, where I was chatting him up on my friend's phone. Fucking stupid. I don't know why I did that. I sent a very ghastly video to them, mind you. And I mean, the conversation wasn't really going anywhere. They weren't really replying that much, and when they were replying, was like very subtle, like little messages. But oh my god, can y'all hear that fucking child crying? Go home! There's babies on the streets! Fucking hell, Gabby Hannah's back in her entering back into a psychosis, I think, as well. She's in a fucking religious psychosis right now. Bless all the people in religious psychoses. Can y'all hear? I hope y'all can't hear that. It's pissing me off. I'm never having kids, y'all. Like, genuinely. Y'all will never catch me with a child. I can't. I think something a reason to that. Actually, no. Getting off track again. Holy fuck. Lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, my ex. Oh! I was talking about my ex. I just realized. Fuck! Oh. Every time I rewatch these episodes and realize I bring up my ex, I feel a little bit of humiliation. I'm gonna be honest. I feel a little bit of humiliation. Because not only do I bring up an ex, it's the same damn one. Y'all might not know it, but it's the same damn one. And I'm revealing it. Y'all might have not known it, but I just revealed it. I wonder if they watch this. I wonder if they watch this. I sent the link to this podcast that night that I got a little drunk. I wonder if they watch this. I hope they do. But maybe mostly for the fact because I love the idea of actually shut the fuck actually move on. Quite frankly, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the reason to why I tend to miss because it's not just him. I think every now and then I tend to miss everybody that's not in my life every now and then, even if they did leave my life for because they didn't really serve any positive purposes in it. But I think it's just that sentimentality, which let's research that. But yes, being sentimental often leads to missing people a lot because it implies a deep emotional connection, high empathy, and a strong tendency to value and cling to past memories and relationships. Sentimental individuals often cherish shared experiences, causing them to deeply feel the void left by someone's absence. Here is how sentimentality contributes to missing people. Deep emotional investment, sentimental. Oh, why do I put on that accent when I'm reading? For fucking hell. Number one, deep emotional investment. What happened to that man? What happened to that man? I need to know. Anyways, sentimental people tend to feel things deeply, loving intensely, and valuing connections, which makes the absence of those feel more significant. A sentimental nature often involves dwelling on the good old days, which can heighten feelings of nostalgia and longing for the way things used to be. I think, honestly, I think nostalgia also tends to play a role a lot into why I tend to miss people, especially people that I feel as if I shouldn't be missing. The prime example being my ex from last year. Because I mean, there is hello, there is always a little bit of nostalgia that goes into it, to why I miss them. Also, me being sentimental, just oh wait, what is this? Missing someone is not just emotional; it is rooted in brain chemistry, oxytocin/dopamine, and the sentimental, deeply affectionate nature can trigger intense feelings of longing, even causing physical symptoms of sadness or emptiness. Well, fucking spare me. If my life couldn't get any more worse, I had to be a fucking sentimental little bitch. Oh my god. I was really just throwing everything, bro. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do kind of. I feel like it's such a double-edged sword to be a deeply sentimental person. Because, I mean, at one at one on one side, yeah, you hold friendships and just your loved ones more deeply and stuff like that. But on the other side, you you tend to still hold onto those connections of people that are no longer in your life, and it's especially kind of painful when it's someone that may never be in your life again, or deep down that you're better off without that person. Which actually kind of goes into my 3 songs of the week. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do a songs of the week type of thing, but just for this week, I do want to talk about the 3 songs that are kind of in heavy rotation for me. Is I Hate Boston by Renee Rapp, Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, and Male Fantasy by Billie Eilish. All 3 good songs, and they've all been very much in my rotation. Speaking of music, Bad Bunny's halftime Super Bowl show. Haven't watched it yet. I don't want to watch it. I'm scared. Because I know I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna watch it and be like, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, but that's so beautiful. And I'm fucking I don't want to watch it because I know I'm just gonna cry about that shit, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna make me a little bitch. But I need to. In terms of media, though, some media that I've been indulging in is I just recently played Tomb Raider Anniversary. Loved it. And it did kind of create this spark in my head. And I was very much into the idea of treasure hunting and going, on a worldwide adventure to find some treasure and that kind of like vibe, like Indiana Jones type of vibes. So after I played Tomb Raider Anniversary, I went ahead and started replaying the Uncharted series. I'm on Uncharted 3 right now. Um but Uncharted 2 is and will always be the best Uncharted, I think. I think especially due to nostalgia factors as well. I used to replay Uncharted 2 so much as a kid because I had it on my PS3 and I loved it a lot. Um, I mean, I genuinely like in general. I love Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is probably one of my favorite game companies. They made The Last of Us, and I don't know if I've actually talked too much about The Last of Us on this podcast, which would come to a surprise, because that is one of my favorite games ever. Part two in particular, I love Part Two. I just love this. Yeah, I love that series. Um, what else did Naughty Dog make? Naughty Dog made Crash Bandicoot, and I used to play that a lot as a kid. I had all three of the games, like the original ones and then the remake, but I don't think the remake was made by Naughty Dog. Because I think did Naughty Dog have to sell Crash Bandicoot, and why? Let's get into that. Naughty Dog did not technically sell Crash Bandicoot. Oh, they never owned the intellectual property, which belonged to Universal Interactive. Naughty Dog stopped making the games due to a hostile relationship with Universal, high development costs, and a desire to move on to new projects like Jak and Daxter. I'm actually planning on playing those games, Jak and Daxter. I've played Jak and Daxter, the first one, the Precursor Legacy. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm gonna replay that. And yeah, I'm gonna go and play Jak 2 and Jak 3. I've played Daxter. I had Daxter on my PSP. I used to play that all the time as well. I fucking love that game. I'm gonna replay it as well. I have it all downloaded and I'm gonna play them on my PS5. I'm so excited. But yeah, right now I'm playing Uncharted. I'm probably like right near the end of Uncharted 3. Um and then I wasn't gonna play Uncharted 4. I was actually gonna move straight into Uncharted The Lost Legacy because I love Chloe. I love Chloe. I loved her in Uncharted 2. I loved the screen, she was like I think a quarter of Uncharted 3. I love her so much. And honestly, if Naughty Dog plans to make any more Uncharted games, because they did kind of close Nathan Drake's story in Uncharted 4. That whole story was kind of his final arc and the conclusion to his character. I wouldn't mind if they continued that game series if they do with Chloe Fraser. Is that her name? Chloe Fraser. I love her so much. She's so fun. She's such a baddie. And yeah, that's why I wanted to move straight to The Lost Legacy. But I might play Uncharted 4 first. Also, I mean, I don't know if Naughty Dog's gonna make any more Uncharted games. I don't like. I mean, because I've seen a lot of people wondering when the next one's gonna come out. But yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like if they made another if they did continue Uncharted, and continued it with like Chloe Fraser, that them bitches out there will be like, oh, they made Uncharted woke. Fuck up. Bitches are already complaining about Naughty Dog's next game, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, which is another game I'm super excited for, y'all. I'm actually so thrilled for that game, even though we know nothing about it. But I'm still excited. It seems like it's Naughty Dog, and as I've said, I love Naughty Dog, especially this. One of the things that I value most about Naughty Dog is their storytelling. I think they are one of the main leaders in storytelling in games. But yeah, what's it called? Intergalactic seems really cool. I think it's gonna be about like something to do with religion, I think. Which I mean I'm already like interested in. The story centers on I don't think I think one of the underlying themes of the game is gonna be like how religion gets bastardized over the years or something like that, he said in that interview, and I'm very intrigued by that. Yeah. There is actually. Oh my god. Hey, I've just nerded out. Hey, do y'all care? Cause I've just nerded out for like the last 10 minutes. But anyways, there is going to be a PlayStation thing, like state of play thing tomorrow, where they're gonna like announce and update their fans on new games. I am hoping that Intergalactic makes a appearance. But I mean, I don't know if it will. I'm guessing that game's only gonna be coming out next year. I did see though that Sony was kind of rushing, I think, Naughty Dog to make the game. Like they started rushing them, and there was a bit of crunch for the company, which is kind of sucks because after making The Last of Us Part 2, one of their main goals was to avoid crunch, and now they're crunching. If y'all don't know what crunching is, it's basically when. Wait, let me get a proper definition because I don't want to say the wrong thing. What is crunch? Crunch culture. Crunch culture is a deeply embedded, often toxic industry practice, primarily in video game development, where employees work mandatory, extended, and frequently underpaid or unpaid overtime to meet a project deadline. Yeah, it always sucks when you see that. Crunch culture has unfortunately been such a huge problem in video game in the making of video games. And it's, I think one of the things that goes into it is just I think game developers now, they tend to always announce games a bit too early, and they sometimes give a date a bit too early. Whether or not that's because of them being overly cocky, or the overall company telling them it needs to be out by this day, I don't know. But I mean, yeah. Low-key, I wouldn't mind doing a whole episode about that, because that like this is one of those things I was talking about where I'd love to do like a lot of research on it and make a video on it. What would y'all care? Actually, I don't care if y'all would care. Yeah, but I think that will about do it for me this week, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry for the late episode. Although I have been thinking if doing an episode every Friday instead of Monday will be better. I don't know, just having an episode come out around the weekend instead of at the start of the week. I don't know. We'll see. I will try and do my best to keep consistent, even if I don't post on the days I usually do. I will always try my best to make sure an episode is out that week. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. To my problems. And I will see y'all in the next one, which I might have a lot to say in that one because Wuthering Heights came out and I'm gonna go see that. And yeah, so bye y'all.